So hello learner, once again I welcome on the class of geotechnical engineering. So I hope you all are safe and doing well. So in the previous class I have discussed about the permeability of soil, and after that the scope of this permeability terms, and after that I have discussed about the Darcy law and various assumptions taken by the Darcy, and after that I have discussed the Darcy equation in terms of discharge and velocity, and after that I have discussed about the coefficient of percolation and different value of permeability for different types of soil. So today I will discuss about the method to compute the permeability, and in this method I will discuss, firstly I will discuss the laboratory method, then field method, and then indirect formula. So let us start about the determination or measurement of the permeability. Determination of permeability. So the coefficient of permeability, can be computed by either laboratory method, field method, or indirect formula. Laboratory method, field method, or indirect formula. Laboratory method, there are two types of method: constant head permeability test, constant head test, and falling head test. Similarly in the field method, so field method is further classified into two types: pumping out test and pumping in test. Similarly indirect formula, indirect method. So in this we can indirectly compute the coefficient of permeability by Kozny-Kármán equation. Second one is Loudon's equation. Third one is Allen-Hazen formula, and the last one is consolidation equation. So these are the four indirect method. With the help of this indirect method we can compute the coefficient of permeability. So coefficient of permeability can be determined either in the laboratory, in the field, or indirect methods. So in the laboratory there are two types of method. The first one is constant head permeability test, and the second one is falling head permeability test. Similarly in the field method there are two types of method. The first one is pumping out test, and the second one is pumping in test, and these are the four indirect methods. So let us discuss about the laboratory method. And in laboratory method, firstly I will discuss constant head permeability test. So constant head permeability test, this test is suitable for coarse grained soil. Permeability is computed by permeameter. Constant head will give higher value of coefficient of permeability as compared to falling head. So constant head permeability test is suitable for the coarse grained soil like sand, and this test is computed by permeability test is done by permeameter, and constant head will give the higher value of coefficient of permeability as compared to the falling head. So this is the arrangement of the constant head permeameter. So this is permeameter, constant head permeameter. This is the soil sample, and two porous stone is placed in the perspex cell on the top and the bottom, and this is the water chamber. So water is collected through when the head difference is H, and for a soil sample length L, and the water is collected in a tank or cylindrical measure having volume V in time T. So this is called porous stone. This is perspex cell, and the air is removed by from this arrangement, and for a head difference of H, for a soil sample length L, the water is collected having volume V in time T. So what is the expression to compute the coefficient of permeability? So according to Darcy's law, we know that Q is equal to K into I into A. So we have to find the value of coefficient of permeability. So it can be written as Q by I into A. And the discharge is, what is discharge? So volume collected divided by in time T into I into A, or we can write V by T into hydraulic gradient can be written as change in head by L into A. So the expression of coefficient of permeability is V into L divided by A into H into T. So this is the expression of coefficient of permeability by constant head permeability test, where small k is the coefficient of permeability, V is the volume of water collected in time T, L is the length of soil sample, A is the cross sectional area of soil sample, and H is the head difference, that is H2 minus H1 minus H2. We can see here, this is the head difference H. So this is the expression where we can compute the coefficient of permeability by this method, this formula, V into L divided by A into H into T, where K is the coefficient of permeability V is the volume of water collected in time t, L is the length of soil sample, A is the cross sectional area, and H is the head difference. Second method is falling head permeability test. So this method is suitable for fine grained soil, gives lesser value of coefficient of permeability. As we know that the fine grained soil has coefficient of permeability is smaller as compared to the coarse grained soil like sand and gravel. So this test is suitable for the fine grained soil, gives lesser value of coefficient of permeability. So different in this method also permeameter is used. Permeameter is used to compute coefficient of permeability. If I talk about the arrangement, so this is the arrangement of the falling head permeability. We can see that this is the standpipe, and this is the soil sample. This is stand pipe. So for different heads, let us assume this head is H1. Similarly, this is the soil sample. Similarly, the second head is H2, and at any time t, let us assume the head is H. This is the constant head chamber where we collect the so we can write discharge can be written as area into velocity. So Q can be written as A into minus dH by dt. Negative sign indicates decrease in head, where A is the cross sectional area of the standpipe. So let us assume this is our equation 1, and according to Darcy law, we can write Q is equal to K into I into A, and Q can be written as A minus dH by dt is equal to K into H by L into A. So we can write minus dH by H is equal to minus dH by H is equal to Ka by Al into dt. So if I integrate, so we can write minus dH by H is equal to K into A divided by A into L dt. So when head is H1, so the time is T1. So when head is H1, then time is T1. When head is H2, then time is T2. So we can integrate minus ln H H1 to H2 is equal to K into A divided by AL T2 minus T1. So we can write ln H2 by minus ln H2 minus ln H1. So we can write ln H1 by H2 is equal to K into A divided by AL into T. T2 minus T1 is the time T. So here we can write K is equal to A into L divided by A into T ln H1 by H2. So this is the expression of coefficient of permeability by falling head, where small a is the cross-sectional area of stand pipe. A is the cross-sectional area of soil sample. L is the length of soil sample. T is the time in which head decreases from H1 to H2. So this is the expression of coefficient of permeability by falling head method, or K can also be written as 2.303 AL by AT log 10 H1 by H2. H1 by H2. So remember in mind that if you apply 2.303, then it will be in log. Otherwise you have to remember this formula: K is equal to AL by AT ln H1 by H2. Length of the soil sample. So this is the two methods I have discussed. The first one is constant head permeability and the second one is falling head permeability. So let us take one problem, and this problem is asked in GATE 2005. In a constant head permeameter with cross section area of 10 cm square, when the flow was taking place under a hydraulic gradient of 0.5, the amount of water collected in 60 seconds is 600 cubic centimeter. The permeability of soil is, so constant head permeability test is conducted. So this is our permeameter. This is porous stone. This is also porous stone, and this is our soil sample. total length, manometers. So let us assume this is the water level, this is the change in heads, and water is collected So how much water is collected? 600 cubic centimeter. So volume is 600 cc and time is 60 seconds. And the length of the soil sample, cross sectional area is given 10 centimeter square. So cross sectional area of the soil sample is 10 centimeter square. So apply the formula in the constant head permeability. We know that K is equal to V into L divided by A into H into T. But in the question, hydraulic gradient is given. Hydraulic gradient is given 0.5. If you can see, the hydraulic gradient is 0.5. So here we can write K is equal to VL by AHT, or it can also be written as V by A into H by L into T, and this H by L is the hydraulic gradient. So we can write A V by A into I into T. Now everything is given. So volume is how much? 600 cc, 600 cubic centimeter. So 600 divided by area is 10 centimeter square into 0.5 into 60. So it will be 2 centimeter per second. So the coefficient of permeability of the soil is 2 centimeter per second. So option D is correct. So option D is correct. Similarly, another question I have taken, and this question is asked in GATE 2012. Two soil specimens with identical geometric dimensions were subjected to falling head permeability test in the laboratory under identical conditions. The fall of water head was measured after an identical time interval, and the ratio of initial to final water heads for the test involving the first specimen was 1.25. So the initial, let us assume the initial head is H1 and the final head is H2. So H1 by H2 for the first specimen is given 1.25. If the coefficient of permeability of the second specimen is 5 times that of the first, so let us assume the coefficient of permeability for the first specimen is K1. So the coefficient of permeability for the second specimen K2 is equal to 5 times K1. So we have to find the ratio of initial to final water head in the test involving the second specimen, and the options are 3.05, 3.8, 4 and 6.25. So this is our standpipe. This is soil sample, and this is stand pipe, and we measure the this is the constant head chamber, and the water head is measured. Let us assume this is H1 at time T1, and the head is decreases when the time is t2. So we know that in falling head permeability test, K is equal to A into L by A into T ln H1 by H2. So for sample or specimen first or sample first and specimen 2. So let us assume the permeability for the specimen 1 is K1. So the permeability for the specimen K2 is 5 times K1. Similarly, the for specimen first H1 by H2 is given how much? 1.25. So it is 1.25 and we have to find the H1 by H2 in specimen 2. And the time interval is same. Time interval T is equal to T here. Here also T is equal to T. So we can apply the formula, that is K is equal to AL by AT ln H1 by H2, or time can be written as AL by A into K H1 by H2 ln, and in the question it is given that it is a falling head permeability test under identical condition, and if the coefficient of permeability is of the second specimen is 5 times that of the first. So we can write time interval is same. So we can write time for the specimen first is equal to time required for specimen 2 is exactly same. So we can write A into L divided by A into K1 ln H1 by H2 is equal to A into L divided by A into K2 ln H1 by H2, because area of standpipe will be same, cross sectional area will be same in identical condition, and length will be same. So we can write 1 by K1 ln H1 by H2 for the specimen first is equal to AL by A cancel, so 1 by K2 ln H1 by H2. So here the coefficient of permeability 1 by K1 ln, and the H1 by H2 is how much? 1.25. So it will be for the specimen first is 1.25 is equal to 1 by 5K. This is not K1 because I have assumed the coefficient of permeability for specimen first is K1. Okay, it is K1 so it is K1 here is 5 K1 ln H1 by H2 for the specimen 2. So here we can compute K1 is cancelled, so ln 1.25 is equal to 1 by 5 ln H1 by H2. So ln H1 by H2 is equal to 5 times ln 1.25. So we can write here H1 by H2 is equal to 3. It will be 3.05. 3.05. So the ratio of initial head to final head, ratio of initial head to final head in specimen 2 is equal to 3.05. So dear student, today I have discussed about the laboratory method to compute the coefficient of permeability, and in laboratory method I have discussed the first laboratory method, that is constant head permeability test, and suitability of the constant head permeability test, and the expression we have seen. With the help of this expression we can compute the coefficient of permeability. And after that, the second laboratory method I have discussed, that is falling head permeability, and I have discussed the which type of soil this method is applicable, and after that the expression to compute the coefficient of permeability by this method. So in the next class I will discuss the field method to compute the coefficient of permeability, and after that indirect formula to compute the coefficient of permeability, like Kozny-Kármán's equation, Allen-Hazen formula, consolidation equation. So take care of your health and happy learning.